Hi everybody. I'd like to introduce. It's my great honor to introduce you to Jacqueline Candia and say a few words. She's the heart and soul of this Queen's Museum. She arranged everything. Thank you.
Hello everyone, how's everybody feeling today? Spring has arrived finally, right? Good morning everyone once again. My name is Jacqueline Candia and I'm manager of public events and community outreach here at the Queen's Museum of Art. On behalf of the executive director, Mr. Tom Finkelpearl, who unfortunately could not be here today, I welcome you and thank you for choosing our venue to celebrate Earth Day. We have been fortunate to have worked with the United Nations Association Queens chapter in various opportunities and cherish our relationship with the engine of it all, Mr. John Tandana. I ask for a huge round of applause. He's amazing. I'm so glad to see him. Today we celebrate the wonder of life in our planet and its countless manifestations. Here at the Queen's Museum of Art, we are dedicated to presenting the highest quality visual arts and educational programming for people in the New York metropolitan area and particularly for the residents of Queens, a uniquely diverse ethnic, cultural, and international community. This is such a fitting program as today we host a day full of beauty, learning, performance, and the true spirit of humanity's devotion and love for the earth, as its preservation for our future generations is our most important goal. Once again, thank you for joining us today, and we do hope you come back to visit us. Our doors are always open, and we are so thrilled to be able to host. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jacqueline. The Queen's Museum of Art is so kind. While you're here, please feel free to walk around and take advantage of the time you spend here. Look around of the exhibition at the museum. They are under a major expansion, and I think it will be finished by the end of the year, where they're going to triple the size of the space. So by next year, this will be a bigger space for everyone to participate. Hopefully, if the Indonesian would like to have any program, because this museum is in this flashing metal corona, this is the center of the universe. You see that globe here?
Yeah.
And there's only two places on Earth that I see this. It's number one. The second one, I think somewhere in China, when I watch the CCTV, the Chinese CNN, they always bring that. So it looks alike. Is this a copy after this Unisphere or not?
Thanks so much, John. It's my honor to, first of all, to represent Congresswoman Meng, and also at the same time to be here with you folks today. It's so great. I went recently to the United Nations website, and on the top of the website it says, "Welcome to the UN, it's your world." And as John pointed out, we've got the world right outside our window, figuratively and literally, don't we? And again, so appropriate that we're at home in the United Nations. So we have the opportunity to observe Earth Day, and at the same time observe the wonderful work that the UN does, and it's supporting organizations like your foundation, John. And thanks so much for what you do for the community and for the world with respect to human rights, peace, humanitarianism, and you can't help humanity and not help at the same time our Mother Earth. So thanks for having me here today. I'm sorry Grace couldn't be here. She's involved with a number of other activities today. But everybody have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Don. Our next speaker is a long-time friend of us. Every year at this Earth Day celebration, we have a bunch of children from the Vienna Polish folk dance perform for us year after year to bring color to these celebrations. And we hope they'll continue doing this. And adding to that color, I hope also the Indonesians, party dance. Today we have only a solo performer. Maybe next year you have more. But one thing is this, you have the Poland on one side, Indonesian on the other side. One thing we have in common, I don't think you will guess what it is.
Humanity.
That's true. We share the same flag. You just turn it upside down. Okay? The Indonesian is red and white. Merah putih they call it. You turn it upside down, it's white and red. That's a Polish flag. What a coincidence. In Indonesia we say bendera merah putih. How do you say in Polish your national flag?
Frank. Sztandar.
Sanda. Dziękuję. I happen to know a few words of Polish. All right, so our next speaker is Mr. Chet Sareko from the Polish American Congress downstage in New York. And let's welcome Mr. Chet Sareko.
Thank you, John, and good afternoon, all of you. And again, we are very delighted to come here for a number of reasons. First of all, we want to thank Pat Hollander and John Tandeta for affording us the opportunity of speaking with you again. They are doing a wonderful job, and they have been for the past number of years. We have been their strongest advocates, and we have been the strongest supporters, because what they're doing is a very important concept in humanity, preserving the human species, not only the human species, but all living life. And they deserve a big hand just for having the Earth Day celebration every year. I have known John Tandeta for a number of years, and I found him to be quite prolific, not only with the United Nations chapter, but in almost every civic activity. You find John everywhere. Whenever you want some kind of substantive help, John Tandeta is there to help you out. I know him so well. He has called me on a number of occasions. I've asked favors of him for the Polish American Congress, and he had always been very agreeable with us. So I want to thank you, John, for all the years of friendship to the Polish American Congress. We have a number of things in common with the Earth Day ceremony, because we feel that the Earth Day ranks with the greatest day of the year. And we celebrate two famous heroes of the American Revolution, Tadeusz Kościuszko and Kazimierz Pulaski. We equate Earth Day with the same value, because without the Earth Day celebration, we really don't have any idea of what is taking place in the world. But today I learned a wonderful thing. The Consul General of Indonesia gave me a tremendous lesson in geography and history of this beautiful nation of Indonesia, and my daughter wants to go there now. What I will tell you today is my own experience. In my lifetime, the planet Earth had 2.5 billion people. In my lifetime. Now it has 7.2 billion people. In my lifetime, I could go fishing in my little hometown of Perth Amboy, New Jersey, in Raritan Bay, and I would come back with a boat full of fish in a matter of hours in my lifetime. Every day of the season, the fish were there. They are no longer there. The codfish, which is my favorite dyed fish, is almost extinct. It's having a comeback. In the early days of the American explorers, if you read history books, they tell you that the early explorers, when they sailed up the Hudson River, you could walk across the Hudson River on the back of striped bass. The striped bass was so prolific that you could see them flushing up the Hudson River to spawn. No longer is that possible. We have a house in the Hamptons where about 10 years ago, Mother Nature did us a service. She broke a 10,000-foot gap into the West Hampton beach, and all the fresh water from the Atlantic Ocean flowed into Shinnecock Bay, and I could walk out to my dock at the very end, look down, and see the bottom. I saw oysters starting to spawn. And then what happened? The business world took place. We cannot allow nature to take care of us, because whatever nature does, we try to prevent it from happening. So all of these terrible things developing in my lifetime, I experienced, and I just want to convey to you, because we should be concerned. We should make the Earth Day the most important day of our lives. And I have learned an awful lot too, about not only saving the lives of humanity, the human beings, but saving all Mother Nature, saving every aspect of living beings on this planet. I have learned a long lesson, a good lesson from my daughter. Usually when I see a spider, reflexively I stamp on it. I no longer do so, because I watch my daughter as a spider web comes down from the ceiling, and it's coming down. She takes the spider web, breaks it, and takes the spider outside and lets us run. And I think that kind of symbolism is something that we should concern ourselves with, that every living aspect of life is important to us. And my daughter, Liza, taught me a lesson. She's a gardener, she's a horticulturist, an antique dealer, and thank you, Liza, for telling me that all life is important, not only human life. So with that, I leave you with a strong message from the Polish American Congress. We have been here for a number of years with you, John, and very wonderful years. And with that, we also bring a Polish group of dancers who exemplify the best of Polish culture. So today, you're going to get a wonderful presentation by the Polish dance group. But most of all, I want to thank you, John, and you, Patricia, for the possibility of, again, meeting with the wonderful people here who are, I know, going to go out and encourage all of your friends and neighbors and associates to think of Earth Day as a most important day that should be continued and observed every day of our lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chad Soreko, for wonderful words. Yeah.